Hi, students. I'm bringing you greetings from Washington. We just passed into the state of Washington, and so I'm doing this video from there tonight. This is the into the fifth week. It's been hectic. I know it's been rather intense, is what I understand from you guys, that the class has been intense these past 5 weeks, but it's almost coming to a close, which is amazing. I want to go over what you're looking at for the next week and also for that last final week next week. There's nothing really totally new this week. You're going to be doing an interview again. I just want to emphasize that the idea of this, I've given you some ideas of what to be asking the person about who has had someone die recently. And you're going to ask about how they died, what the funeral was like, did they receive palliative care, and so forth. Those are suggestions that I'm giving you. You don't have to just stick to that. Go out on your own too and learn from this. But the whole reason for doing this is that I want to see, can you connect the things we're reading? What does it mean for the person and for those people who are left behind? If the person did know ahead of time or if it was a sudden death, what all was in there as far as what you have read from Kubler-Ross, from other things that you've read in the book about the death and dying process. Connect dots. You know, in real estate, there is the mantra kind of that they say, if you're looking for some property to buy, the whole thing to really concentrate on is location, location, location. All right, my mantra is connect, connect, connect. I don't want just a list of things that you're telling me all, well, I answered all the questions you asked. Yeah, but can you connect now why, and or why people are reacting the way they have, what was happening? And in the past, I was pretty happy with what all you were doing, so I don't think this is going to be that much new to you, but I want to remind you of that. Then next week coming up is going to be quite different. If you notice the reading this week, you finish the book. So that's over. Next week, you're going to concentrate on the final exam. The final exam, students tell me, is long. I have worked on trying to make it down a little bit, but just allow enough time. Now, I want short answers. They don't have to be complete sentences. um, just make sure that you've answered the whole question. Sometimes there are two parts to a question. Just make sure that you've answered it. Also, give me the page numbers. Sometimes, if you answer a question differently than what I'm expecting and you tell me the page number, I look at the book and I go, oh, well, okay, that probably makes sense. It wasn't what I was looking for, but I can accept that. So please do that. If you just copy from the book, long paragraphs, the whole thing copied, I don't mean even the whole thing, but a lot, I am going to count off on that or not give you full credit. I won't actually count off, but I won't give you full credit because what I'm looking for is how can you put this into your own words? This is open book. Find the answers. Make sure that they respond to the question, but make sure you've paraphrased into your own words and are really getting down to the bottom line of what I'm asking for. Okay, then also next week, you're going to be doing your final timelines. This is a wrap up. It is not just cut and paste from former timelines. You're going to be taking those and again condensing even further than you had. So you will start from the beginning of your life and go all the way through, and you're going to extrapolate a little bit. Some of your textbook talks about what might you expect, even though most of you are not in the last part of development. What can you expect in the future given the lifestyle that you have right now? So give me a little bit of that and why you say that. What is there in the book that gives you the idea that, yeah, I think this is going to happen? Looks like this is the direction I'm going. Again, that timeline has to be connect, connect, connect. Not just want to know about your life. Give me why. Even though you say, the book says this is a fun time, and it was. Okay. that doesn't tell me enough of why. Why do you say that? It was a time of learning for me. Why? What do you say that? What did you learn? What were you experiencing? Give me some specifics. You don't have to give me every detail of your life diary, but a specific reason that you've come to this conclusion. I think we've done it enough now that you shouldn't have a problem with that. So just allow yourselves enough time, though, for that final exam. You will be turning it in Turn It In, and I have to open that actually online, and I will be doing that so that you can write up your things in Word, and then you cut and paste your answers. If you have questions, please do not submit your answers until you talk to me by email, or again, you can call. But make sure that you're understanding what you're doing. This is supposed to be a learning experience. This is not just evaluation. It is a review of what you've had, and so I hope that you will find it like that. I think that sums up everything here for the end. I will be doing a final summary then at the end of the class. And I thank you all for your patience and hard work. And you keep on trying to get to those specific objectives that I've made for the class. And I appreciate that. And what the feedback has been that you've also been learning something about yourselves. So hopefully that's going to be a good start on a counseling career if that's the way that, if that's the direction that you're going. I will be also posting a written summary, but that won't be until late tonight. So happy learning. Thanks. Bye.